Breakfast Club, bitches!
Good morning, USA!
Yo 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 yo.
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ Envy.
Charlagmane Tha God.
Peace to the planet. What's happening out there?
It's Tuesday! Yes,
What happens on Tuesdays?
What is this? It's this thing called Wednesday tomorrow. Tuesdays are normally good though. Tuesdays are like the second day of the week.
Well, Trey Songz will be joining
It's
us
really
this
the
morning.
third day of the week.
This guy.
Oh, it is the third day of the week.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
Nobody counts Sunday as the first day of the week, by the way. It is technically,
Technically.
but nobody ever counts it as such. They always count it as the seventh day. That's why they say God rested on the seventh day. Ha ha! Now everybody's thinking about that, right? I know.
Well, the week starts
That's
on
what I'm
Sunday.
here for, to make y'all think.
Well, anyway, Trey Songz will be joining us today, so shout out to Trigger. He'll be joining us in a little bit.
Trigger.
That's right.
And you know what today is?
No.
Tuesday.
Today is my little baby's birthday.
Which one?
London. My
Oh,
little
the
baby.
new.
That's
Wait a second. The newborn is one already?
There's one already. That's my little angel. It's her birthday today.
I didn't know she was already one. That's been a whole year. Time flies.
Yeah, time flies. She's walking. She's running.
She's running?
Yeah.
Envy, please don't make her start playing sports already. She's
Absolutely,
only one.
positively. I'm going to give her basketball today. Today's a woman. You know what she's getting? A basketball, the softball.
Dope.
Sheesh. When's your other baby due?
Maybe today.
Really? That soon?
Any day now. The doctor said a week, 2 weeks ago.
I mean, not playing. When you gonna get her pregnant again?
That's it. 4. That's it. No more. 4.
That'd be
Four,
dope. 2 kids
4.
with the same birthday?
Yeah, my aunts.
That'd be kinda ill.
My aunts actually have the same birthday 2 years apart, which is dope.
Okay.
But hopefully when I get home today, we'll, I'll, because that usually helps the baby come out a little faster. So we'll try to get the baby out today.
All right, we didn't need to know all that information.
Come on, that
was
water
really
break.
disgusting.
That water break, and you be like, dang, I'm turning her on.
I don't want to think of you with afterbirth all over you.
That water broke. That's why it's so gushy.
What about you guys?
You think she's squirting?
What are you guys doing today?
What am I doing today?
Nothing that exciting.
Yeah, you just kind of ruined my... I'm just going to go home and try to erase that from my mind.
Hey, what we got front page news popping off? What we talking about?
Man, this is a tragic story about a 12-year-old girl in Wisconsin. She was stabbed 19 times by her own friends.
Damn.
What's the point of stabbing somebody 19 times?
Kill him.
And imagine 12 years old. Who would even think to do something like that? Awful.
All right, we'll get it all into it when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Yes. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MB, Angela Yee, Charlagmane Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club.
You know, T-Pain was here last week, too. He ain't come see us, by the way. I feel a way about that because when he wasn't bubbling and nobody was checking for him and his trap was closed, we had him up here.
You're right.
Now he got a little heat going.
He actually
again.
had a listening at Felipe's.
He go other places.
They invited me to it, but I couldn't make it because I had to host something else that night.
I feel a little way about that, T-Pain. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah, sure.
They didn't invite you to the listening?
They did, but that has nothing to do with him coming to the Breakfast Club. Yeah.
Well, let's get into some front page news. Let's talk about this 12-year-old girl that stabbed somebody 19 times.
This happened actually in Milwaukee. Now, what happened was these 3 girls are friends. They just had a sleepover together, and they all were on this website known as Creepypasta Wiki, where there's somebody named Slender Man. That's the site's supposed leader.
Creepypasta.
Yeah, Creepypasta Wiki. It's a bunch of horror stories on there. So these girls were obsessed with this website, and one of the ways to climb up the ladder in his realm is to kill someone.
What?
So since February, these girls have been planning to kill somebody, and the 2 girls actually ended up killing one of their friends. They're all only 12 years old. They lured her into a wooded area, stabbed her 19 times. Now, they had all kinds of ways of thinking about how they were going to kill her before that. They were going to put duct tape over her mouth while she was sleeping and stab her in the neck. Next, they planned to kill her in a bathroom where there was a floor drain that could make cleanup easier. But finally, they decided to do it in the park while playing a game of hide and go seek. The girl did survive. They said one of the stabbings was right near her heart. It was about 1 millimeter away from certain death. She managed to crawl to safety. She got somebody to help her. Authorities did arrest the other 2 girls. They were walking on the highway. Apparently, they had a large kitchen knife inside of a purse that was one of the mother's old purses. Both girls did speak with the police. They are being held on $500,000 bail, and they are being held on preliminary charges of attempted first-degree intentional homicide.
So how many points you get for an attempted murder? That sounds like a real-life video game, by the way.
It does.
Listen, Xbox One is fine. You can play Batman Arkham King. You can play Watch Dogs. You can play Call of Duty. You don't have to actually, go around really killing people for points.
And to stab somebody is crazy.
For a fictional character online.
The act of stabbing somebody that many times is
19
ridiculous.
times.
At
Your
a 12-year-old,
friend.
that's crazy. That is crazy.
I've been trying to beat Amazing Spider-Man for at least 3 months now. Okay,
How old are you, man?
Xbox One keeps me busy enough that I do not have to try to play real-life video games.
Now let's talk about Apple releasing some new features.
That's right, the Apple iOS 8, okay, they have some new features. Here's some highlights. They're going to have the apps for dimming your lights, opening the front door, and turning on the stereo, accessible all from one new Apple Hub on your iPhone or iPad.
Android had that for way long, but go ahead.
All right, they have a health kit, so it's going to have apps for tracking calories and steps in one place, and it can be accessed by your doctor or your hospital so they can track your health. I doubt my doctor would do that.
Android had that for a while, so what else?
You can do an audio reply with when you compose a text message. They have that on Android also?
Yep.
All right, also there's going to be a bigger attachment limit for email, so you can do up to 5 gigabytes. You can see your call ID on Macs and iPads and answer the phone in both places. That's going to get a lot of you guys caught out there. Siri will be in more places. They're also going to be able to have iCloud with more than just photos. They're going to be able to access that among multiple devices. With new pricing, it's going to be 99 cents monthly for 20 gigs or 5 gigs for free. A bunch of different things. You'll be able to open a photo and access a widget like a Cam Photo Editor to edit your app within the app. So
it's going to come to a point where humans don't have to do anything for themselves.
Right.
We're going to become our own vegetables. We're going to turn ourselves into vegetables and just sit around and do nothing.
Well, I seen the Google car the other day, and the Google car looks pretty cool.
The hell is a Google car?
It's no steering wheel. It drives itself, parks, everything.
I'm cool on that.
Blind people were I guess, driving it because they're not really driving it. There's no steering wheel.
Well, God forbid there's some type of malfunction.
Absolutely.
Yeah, then you're in trouble.
I ain't got time for that. A Google call.
Yeah.
The hell does that mean?
A Google, like Google something.
I know that.
Oh.
The hell would I want a Google call for? I need Google to figure out beautiful quotes and facts I don't know. That's all. I don't need it for no damn call.
Quotes. Never mind. All right, that's front page news. Tell them why you're mad. If you're upset, you need to vent. 800-585-1051. Maybe somebody pissed you off. Maybe you're having a bad morning. Whatever it may be, call us right now.
Andy, there were no sports yesterday?
No, nobody played.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hey, yo, good morning. Yo, this is the mad rapper, son, for real. I'm mad. I stay mad. I stay angry. I stay heated. I stay pissed off. Tell them why you mad. Breakfast Club, let's go.
Tony, tell them why you mad.
I'm mad because it's almost been a whole year. For some reason, I still think about my ex of 4 years, man. I don't know why I still think about him.
Yeah,
What?
don't think about him because somebody else is banging him now.
You're
Yeah.
right.
That ain't your meat no more, dog. Got to get you some new turkey sausage for breakfast.
Are you crying?
No, I ain't crying.
Are you okay? Listen, do some nice stuff for yourself. You know, go to the gym, take some new classes, meet some new people.
Go
Keep
get you
busy.
some
I
new
know.
penis,
I
dog.
look good now. I'm in shape. Everything.
What,
Get
you
a
was
new
fat?
get a new hairdo.
No, I ain't used to be fat. I'm just saying I'm cut.
All right, well, go get you some new penis, dog.
Get it.
The gym is a great place to find new penis. Just ask
You're right
somebody
about
for a
that.
spot when they benching and put your crotch right in their face.
Charlagmane go to the
Charlagmane-
gym every
no,
day.
real-
Charlie knows how to find good penis. Okay. Hello, who's this?
Y'all are so
Hey,
big.
my name is Will. What's going on?
Will, tell him why you mad.
Hey, I'm mad at naive parents, man.
Whose
I don't
parents?
like naive parents that don't think that their
Oh,
kids
naive.
are bad, but they really are.
Okay.
So there's a kid in my neighborhood, and I seen this kid through my window, and he's throwing rocks like in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting closer and closer to my vehicle, and I'm like, I'm going to stop this before it even happens. So I walk outside, and I tell the kid, hey, don't throw no rocks at my car. He throws a rock anyway. So I grab the kid. I say, let's go back. Where's your mommy at? And his mom sees me with my hand over his shoulder, like guiding him back to the house.
Looking like a
She come running out.
pedophile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And she run out screaming,
Okay, yeah.
you know, talking about, get your hand off of my son. And I'm like, hold on. Your son's throwing rocks. I'm trying to, you know, just guide him back to you. She's like, I'm getting his dad.
Did you? So you didn't know the parents?
I don't know the parents, but I just seen the kid, and I'm not trying to get
Okay,
my
well, if anybody walks up with their hand on somebody's child's shoulder, it is a little suspicious looking.
Not like that. I'm talking about like, hey, you know, show me where your house is at. Like I'm walking him.
Nah, don't touch my son either, man. If you got a problem, follow him back. And
Especially
because
because they didn't know what was going
Yeah,
on. They
well,
just
I
seen you
don't know who you
outside
are, got
molesting
your
your
hand around
child.
my-
Yeah, rubbing all over my son's shoulder, rubbing on the back of his neck,
Yeah, come out with a gun,
blowing,
don't shooting at you.
blowing in his ear like you Lance Stevenson.
Don't be touching them
Pedophile.
kids.
You
What
wanted
did
to
he
spank
say?
him, didn't you?
Not at all. Not
Yes,
at
you
all.
did.
But I'm saying though, don't hit my car.
Well, you can't be touching nobody's kids, though.
Have a good morning.
Okay.
Yeeks, but if he hit my car, I might be pissed too. I might punch the kid and take off. But anyway, tell him I'm just joking. I am just joking.
No, you're not.
Too late.
Tell him why you're
Out
mad.
there.
Nobody ever hears that. Nobody ever hears the just joking part.
If you're upset and you need to vent, 800-585-1051.
I'm going to send that to TMZ.
Shut up. If you're mad, you need to vent. Call
and
us
be
right
threatens
now.
to punch child.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hey, yo, this is DMX. And you know what makes me mad? When ask for the truth, but can't handle the truth. All right? Now tell them why you mad on the Breakfast Club. Bitches.
Natalie, tell them why you mad.
Because not only do I wake up late for work, on top of that, you know, like when you first wake up, some people go on Instagram. That's what I do. So I woke up, look on Instagram, and some girl that my boyfriend used to, like, mess around with while me and him were broken up is adding me. And, I mean, I've denied her before, and it's like she's constantly adding me, and now it's making me think, like, why? Because she wouldn't try to follow me unless she was either trying to tell me something or find out if we're together. And he has been acting kind of funny. And I haven't said nothing to him yet. I mean, I haven't told him that she tried to follow me before or nothing. I'm just keeping quiet. But it's just kind of funny to me.
Well, I'm going to tell you what you should do. You should follow her and send her a DM first and be like, yo, is this something you need to tell me? And if she hits you back and say no, then you just unfollow her.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this Tom Wiz from Western New York.
Tell them why you mad, bro.
Man, I was messing with this girl for like 7 months. Do you know she had sex with me Friday and moved in with another Nick Sunday?
Wow, you should feel really low.
Wow, man, I'm feeling like this right now.
Are you still going to have sex with her?
No, hell no.
Why do you care, dog? A win is a win.
A win is a win. I understand. Peace.
It sounds like he lost.
You hit it. Like, who cares?
He's hurt.
He's hurt. His feelings are... Oh, man. He must feel like the lowest guy ever. Hello,
His
who's
sex
this?
must be awful.
This man from Detroit.
Tell him why you mad, bro.
Man, I hit your manager one day off your Twitter page, told him about my company I got. We make study tools for kids who play sports. It's called Studying Ball. It's a real basketball that's made to be wrote on. So instead of a little dude having to sit at a desk, he could go to the court and study.
Study ball?
To write on a basketball?
You can actually write on the ball, yep.
You know what? Send it to me. I mean, hey.
That's very creative,
It's
sir.
very creative, but
the ink is removable.
But I want my kid in the house studying, not on a basketball court because they're going to be playing. You know what? Just send it to me. Hold on, I'll get you information.
For sure.
If I was Shark Tank, I definitely wouldn't invest in this stuff.
But okay.
All right.
Basketballs aren't made to be written on. They're made to be dribbled and shot. Only time I would want my basketball written on if it was a basketball from the NBA Finals and LeBron James on it.
I thought you wasn't a LeBron fan. You don't want Miami to win.
I'm about that money, dog. If you sign a basketball, I can sell it later in the future. What is wrong with you? What, you think business for once?
All right. I always think business, sir. Tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, you can call us at any given moment. Now, Yee.
Yes.
We got rumors coming up?
Well, you know, Charlagmane gave Ray J Donkey of the Day yesterday for spitting at the cops and kicking out a car window in the cop car.
And thinking he Tupac all the time.
Well,
Not Pac, Ray.
Hold on. He has a very great explanation for what happened. I'll tell you what Ray J had to say, and now I get it.
We don't want to hear this Negro logic this morning.
Okay. All that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Yes. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlagmane Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, let's get into the rumors. Now, Yee said there's a great explanation why Ray J kicked the window out of a car and spit on a cop.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
So yesterday, Ray J got Donkey of the Day, and that is because he allegedly grabbed some girl's ass at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel bar, but cops determined that was accidental. Now, Ray J says he thinks the story was made up by hotel management. They wanted him out of the bar because he and his friends were too loud, but he said he spent so much money there, tens of thousands of dollars, in the past year. So he just felt a little bit offended by that. Now, when the cops came, according to Ray J, the cops said that he spit on them and then kicked out the back window of the cop car.
Okay.
Ray J says he never intentionally spit on anyone. Maybe he was yelling and some spittle spewed out of his mouth. I don't know. But as far as kicking in the cop's car window, he said he was very claustrophobic inside the car. He needed fresh air right away.
So just ask him to roll the window down, Ray J. Or better yet, don't do things that cause you to get arrested and put in the back of the cop car.
Now, I don't know if you can ask the cops when you're sitting in the back of the car to roll the window down.
How about the cops gave you a choice of either leave or go to jail, but you chose to spit and wild out and get put in the back of that cop car?
How crazy must you be kicking and going to kick out the cop car window?
Ray J could have kept that excuse to himself. He should have just, rolled with the whole thug life thing.
He was booked for trespassing, vandalism, resisting arrest, and battery on a police officer. That claustrophobic feeling is no joke, though. You see how claustrophobic Solange was on that elevator?
Shut up.
All right, Mike Epps. Even he is beefing with people. Now, here's some comedian beef. Apparently, he was very upset about this comedian, LeVar Walker, in Atlanta at the Uptown Comedy Corner. He was making some jokes about Mike Epps versus Kevin Hart, and here's how the jokes went.
Y'all looking good with government checkup in here. But yeah, Kevin, I said you was overrated, n***.
Okay, here's the deal, Mike. Before you get on me, get your dick sales up, pimp.
All right, well, that allegedly got Mike Epps very upset, and they was waiting to see him outside the club to speak to him. When LeVar Walker got outside, he was struck in the face, he said, by Mike Epps, and then attacked by Mike Epps and 2 other men. He had to go to a hospital for treatment, and he looked pretty bad. He posted some pictures of himself online.
Listen, I saw a lot of comedians upset about that, but you got to understand one thing. People are allowed to say what they want and joke about what they want, and people have the right to be offended and react the way they want to them jokes, too. So you just got to always be prepared. You just can't think just because I was joking that this person's going to be playing with you.
In all fairness, Mike Epps makes jokes about people all the time, too. Imagine if they was waiting outside.
And if somebody wants to run up...
It's a comedian thing. He's a comedian. He should understand it.
And if somebody wants to run up on Mike, they got that right, too.
I thought it was just comedy. They could just make fun of whoever they want.
The big problem is now you could get sued for something like this. So why would you do that to yourself?
Hey, you never know who you might offend, and you never know how they're going to react to that offense.
All right. And that is what Charlagmane lives by.
That's what I live by. It goes down. It is what it is out here.
All right, Kim Kardashian has told her mother, Kris Jenner, that she was miserable on her honeymoon in Ireland. Now, apparently, Kanye wanted to do stupid stuff like go to museums and...
Kanye wanted to do stupid stuff like have sex. I didn't have sex with my last husband, Chris Humphries.
No,
why would I have sex with you?
She complained to her mother that she was bored. She just wanted to go shopping, and there weren't any high-end retailers where they were. Kanye wanted to, like, spend time together and go bike riding and all of that, and she didn't want to do any of that. And Kris Jenner allegedly told Kim Kardashian, just go with the flow. Let's get this money, girl. But she couldn't do it, and she just was very annoyed. And she actually canceled a private tour of Trinity College. Kim Kardashian persuaded him not to go, and the idea of going to old museums would have just bored her to death. She just wants to shop.
FYI, who knows this stuff? Like, who is there with Kim and Kanye to know this type of stuff? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it. It's great grist for the mill. But why? How do they know this type
I
of
just
stuff?
report the rumors. I don't make them,
Who
okay?
makes
Somebody
this stuff
said it.
up?
They put it on Radar Online, and I'm telling you what was said. And let's be clear, okay? The Kardashians do have a straight conduit to all of these websites and have a stake in some of them as well. So you can imagine they leak stories. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. We got a show to promote.
Gotcha.
All right, and that is your rumor report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Now, up next, the homie Trey Songz will be joining us.
And don't you flirt with him, Envy.
Shut up.
We know how you get when Trey's around.
I know.
You tend to lose it a little bit.
Envy got a little glossy out. He was like, Trey's coming in.
Oh, my God.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Don't you do it. You keep that beige to yourself this morning.
Ooh, Envy.
And you playing this record right now? Yo, you a hoe, man.
Envy said, this song about me.
And
you want to be an angel so bad.
And we are doing a Trey Songz mini mix in a little bit.
I bet we are.
Man, let the D-Riding begin.
Grow up, guys. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. That was Loyal Chris Brown. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlagmane Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. We have Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Trigger.
Trey Songz.
You still stealing people girls, man?
Oh, man, I only said that once in one song. It just stuck with me. You ever realize I only said it one time?
Really?
Yeah.
That's not something you do on a consistent basis. You stole one person's girl, and then
I made
stuck
one
with
song.
you.
I made one song about one intro. It never.
And it's stuck.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, sir.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, Trey Songz, congratulations. Huge hit song right now, Nana.
Thank you. Feel good.
I remember at first, Charlagmane, you said you didn't really like that song, but then it grew on you.
Charlagmane don't like nothing.
No, I do. I didn't like Nana.
He comes out the gate with hate, and
but
then,
you know, I'm one of the people that like when you do ballads.
Right, yeah.
Slow songs.
Charlagmane, every time he talk to me, he want me to do an album full of ballads.
I need something I can do, Trey.
That's all he want me to do.
You can't say that.
Charlagmane.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
A clean show, sir.
Okay. Yeah, but I want
and
something
you
like
can't
that
have sex
too.
to Nana?
It's cool. You know, it's kind of, it's like, you remember that old Bobby Valentino album when he had all the slow but there was that one record with Ludacris?
We're not going there. Let's
Bobby had a classic now.
Let's relax, though. What are you talking about?
That first Bobby album was classic.
Relax.
You didn't like the first Bobby Valentino album?
That got to do with Nana. Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
He had an
First of all, I ain't make Nana for you to have sex to. First of all, right.
How do you always end up with all the rappers? Do you ever look around and be like, man, R&B need to get back popping so we can start doing some R&B tours?
I mean, I would love to do an R&B tour. I think the culture would love it as well, but it's come to the point where it's so integrated where the two are almost synonymous. What I love about my position in music is that I could put out smartphones and have Nana out at the same time with two totally different complexion records. And I think R&B is in a good place, but I think hip hop is just taking over the world. You know what I mean? Like you got Katy Perry on trap drums. You know, you got Miley Cyrus on. You got Justin Bieber putting out
record with the Migos.
Record with, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different. I think R&B is in a great place.
Have you spoke to Chris Brown?
I spoke to him this morning.
How is he doing?
Yeah, he actually texted me this morning. He out. You know, I ain't speak to him. I ain't hear his voice, but he out. He good.
That's great.
That was good timing, too, because you had the crowd say free CB.
Yeah.
That might have worked. That might have worked. Why is y'all bond so tight, other than the Virginia thing?
Chris and I, we actually did our first tour together, and I always looked at him like as a younger brother. Now we adults, because he was so much younger than me when we first got in the game. He was 16, I was 20. You know, so he came out on that tour. He probably did like 8 dates on that tour, like a 20 show run, and I remember just him blowing up. Like, you know what I mean, just seeing him go from this little energetic kid that loved everything about it to where he is now, and seeing him go through what he's been through, and me having been there early in his career, and us having a bond early in his career with everything that's happening in his life. The trajectory in my career was much slower than his. It was much more gradual. I was able to jump off stage and not get sued for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was able to do all that he wouldn't have been able. Like, he gets sued for millions of dollars for that. So I just feel like at this point in his career, when he's a man and he dealing with a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of people abandoning him, I've been his homie, you know, and right now I feel like he needs somebody that he knows is down for him, and I'm down for you, dog. Like, I want to see, like I said, I want to see us all successful.
Right.
You know, to see, a lot of people would look at it like, Chris locked up, this is my time.
Right.
You know, this is my time, I could take this ring, but that ain't what it's about. If there aren't other people in the genre that can push it forward, if there's nobody to compete with, nobody that's whack, you know what I mean? Like, Big had Pac, you know what I mean?
That didn't end well. That's not a good example.
Right, know what I'm saying? But as far as music is concerned,
gotcha.
you had that pushing the culture forward.
Right.
You know what I mean? You had the fact that it was two greats. It was this, you know, I just want to make sure that we push each other forward.
Dope. All right, we got more with Trey Songz in minutes. Right now, here's Katy Perry with Dark Horse. That was Katy Perry with Dark Horse. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlagmane Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got more with Trey Songz when we come back. And also a Trey Songz mini mix. So if you want to hear something, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Let me know what you want to hear at DJ Envy. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. That was Beyonce with Drunken Love. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlagmane Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. Trey Songz is here. Now, I realize you really don't do the clubs anymore. Like, when you first came out, you was at every club, every night, every week. I noticed you don't do that anymore, and you do more arenas. Why is that?
Right.
Now, that's a stupid question.
Nah, because they offer him a lot of money to do the clubs, and he turns them down.
The thing about arenas and touring, though, is that you, whereas though you take in a lot of revenue, you pay a lot too. You know, whether you got backline to pay, whether you got to pay your production staff. I got to pay my band. I got to pay everybody. And
that's why I asked, because the club did. You just
pick up the bag.
Yeah, pick up the bag. Keep it moving.
I mean, I was picking up a lot of bags. I needed bags back then.
You know, a lot of bags
right.
back then.
I go to the club when I want to now. You know, to host the club, you go. You required to do a certain amount of time. I don't need to do that. You know, I like to party and enjoy myself. But if you put a show up and then you put an after party up, and people got a choice of what they're gonna do. If they got things to do, they got to put the kids to bed, they got to do this, that, and the other. They're gonna make sure they get to the club.
Right.
They're gonna get to one or the other. So I'd rather you see the show than you see me at the club drinking and chilling. I'd rather you see me for what it is that I do, what it is that I love to do.
Plus, it probably gets annoying sometimes. Like, you go to the club, next thing you know, you're on all the blogs and everything, and there's like that girl that I know the lawsuit was dismissed, but like just stupid stuff from you being in the club.
Right.
You don't really have to be there. And
no, that is true too. Like getting sued for something I don't know nothing about. You know what I mean?
Some girl said he threw some money and it scratched her cornea.
Yeah, I threw some money in the strip club.
That's story.
You do that one.
I threw some money in the strip club.
What kind of money you throwing?
Right.
And her cornea got scratched. From the money just coming down.
Money coming down.
Right. So, you know, stuff like that, man, is definitely things that I could stay away from. And I love to have fun and have a good time too. But, you know, as you grow as a brand, you gotta kind of realize what's important. And
plus, it's easier to relapse into hood mode when you're in the club. Like, you might see a fight and just be like, man, I feel like throwing a punch. That's just the Virginia.
I forget how Trey used to be.
Oh, stop.
I forget.
Trey used to be
a different man.
Listen, Trey used to be August Alsina. The way August acted.
No, you know what?
Trey was jumping off the stage, fighting people.
I ain't seen the video.
No,
He got upset somebody took his hat. in the audience.
He went crowd surfing and somebody took his
But
hat.
his brother had gave him the hat. His brother that got killed had gave him the hat, so it was important to him.
Right.
I remember Trey stopping a club in New York. Somebody threw up a sign, and you was performing, and you stopped in the middle of performance and said, "What that sign be?" And you stopped them, and you went out there to find out what it was, and dude was just giving me
That
an
was
okay
before
sign.
the internet was crazy.
Yeah,
Somebody threw up a peace
if
sign?
the internet was crazy when I was gone, I was wild.
I remember a video of you jumping off stage though. I don't know what it was for though.
Yeah, Trey was a wild
How did you
boy.
evolve? I mean, I know you cut the cornrows.
That was all. That was all I needed to do. Once I cut my braids, I'm a changed man, baby. I took my shirt off. I did a couple sit-ups. I said I invented sex, and here we are.
No, but that's great. We saw that you and August Alsina had a situation where, you know, you guys got into it. I guess he was upset with you, but now you're saying, look, I understand I was that way when I was younger, so you understand where he's coming from. And
I mean, my thing is, you know, when you first get in this thing, you doing interviews, and you're not used to people like Charlagmane who come and Angela who come
got him,
have you in the trick bag, have you in the trick bag, have you in your feelings. You know that's something new to a new artist. I know where his heart is, and I know, like I said, I rock with dude. You know, I believe in him. I think he's very talented. He dealing with a lot in his life outside of music. You know, like y'all mentioned, he lost his brother. You know, he taking care of his nieces, and this ain't even my business to tell this information. But I feel like, as far as our relationship is concerned, people need to know that. You know, I'm off that. You know, like I said, I was on that.
Right.
Like I was hype. I had it. I think my temper might have been worse than his.
Absolutely.
You wanted to see August.
No, I didn't.
No, he's saying stop that now. Charlamagne, stop.
You wanted to see
The old Trey.
That's the trick bag. You wanted to see? Yeah, I wanted to catch up with him. That's how you catch him out there. Nah, I was gonna check him out.
But y'all all cool down.
No,
right?
we good.
You guys had a conversation and just, you know.
Yeah, we good, man. You know, I ain't into none of that. I'm trying to get my money right. I'm cool, man. It's enough room for all us to be successful, make money.
All right, well, Trey Songz is here. We got a Trey Songz mini mix. You want to hear something? 800-585-1051 or at DJ MV, and let me know your favorite Trey joint. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. That was a little Trey Songz mini mix. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. Trey Songz is here. Now, Charlamagne?
Now, Trey, with the new album, are you going to be more personal? Because a lot of people feel like they don't really know Trey.
Right, and that's by design, actually, throughout most of my career. I ain't want people to know too much. You know, I give you my music, and I give you so much of me just outside of what it is that I do within my life, taking care of my family, CEO of my company, relationships, and all that people pry into. I tried to keep people out of outside of just giving you the music that I love to make.
People pry into your relationships?
I mean, people pry into everything. And this album, I am speaking about a lot of different things because people want to know what it is that's going on with me, love-wise. Am I in love? This, that, and the other. No, I'm not in love. I'm an R&B singer. I'm not in love. Have I been in love? Yes. You know, am I having sex at the party with 3 girls sometimes? Yes. You know what I mean?
How many people would you say you've been in love with?
I've been in love twice.
Twice? Okay. So I assume your ex-girlfriend, she got married, right?
Who are you talking about?
Helen.
She's not married.
Oh, I thought she got married. And then who
the hell is Helen?
Now, I'm almost thinking the same thing.
That was the trick bag, too, because I was like, she got married, didn't you? What? I was like, yeah, one of them did, but she was. Don't nobody know about that.
Are you addressing that on the
That was the
album?
girl he was with for a very long time.
I'm addressing a lot of things on the
He
album.
was in love, right?
I love Helen to death. I'm happy for her.
So she didn't get married, or she did?
She's engaged.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Lauren London?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about?
I'm just thinking those are the 2 people that you were
I'm
in
just
love
saying,
with.
you asked another question
No,
about
I'm saying
the
the
other
2 people that you were in love with. I'm assuming those are the 2.
Yeah, you're right.
The 2 that met his mom.
Yeah.
That's a 7-year ago Trey. He was like, what you saying?
She didn't ask you a question, by the way.
She
just wanted to throw that out there.
The trick bag. It's all good. It's all good. I said I'm being honest and personal.
Now, this is going to be an awkward question, right?
Oh,
here we
go.
I'm just going to ask you.
Because you set it up
crazy. I seen your video. No, because they're going to make me feel funny, make me feel a little ashamed.
All right,
feel funny if you're funny.
I got to use the bathroom.
I seen your video, right?
Okay, let's hear this.
Pause.
Ain't no pause.
What is your workout regimen and what do you eat?
He think you sexy, Trey. He just want to know.
See, that's what I did.
He likes your abs. He want to know if you're gluten-free or not.
I should have asked you behind the scenes, man.
Yo, that's even worse.
You should have let Ange ask. You should have.
Envy, you should have threw that question to me. Yeah, you should have told me.
You set yourself up.
You know how
crazy,
different it would have sounded if I would have said, so Trey, you've been looking great, man. Your abs and everything. What's your workout?
That's right. Speak for Envy now. There you go.
Envy, anything else?
Forget it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look away.
Let Ants ask all your questions.
Sent me some
Look
questions.
at you. I gotta feel like I'm googly eyeing you now.
Jesus Christ.
Envy sent me some
I'm all
questions.
on
Block
calisthenics.
him on Instagram, Trey.
Raping my like button. Like she hit her
He don't
phone.
even want to
She's
answer the
looking at
question
something talking.
So we could have a
You
good...
want to know now?
No, I don't. We could have a good health segment right
The
here.
Nana video was crazy though. That motivated me to work out. Just being around all them girls, like you know, they work out hard. Shout out to Rosa, Manco Fit, Jasma, the Bella Twins, and myself. Like I'm just doing a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups.
So you don't do no real workout, just
That is a real workout.
Now push-ups. I mean,
Calisthenics.
how you between gym, workout every day and just push-ups?
Envy, I'm gonna get Rosa a
Those are
costume trainer.
calisthenics. That's a workout.
He's crazy. You just said I ain't working out.
No.
He said he does
He wants you to take off your shirt right now. He's trying to. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to push you to show.
He just
show him.
discredited my whole regimen.
You don't really work out, so.
But I use my own body weight for most everything I do.
Okay,
Like
that's
I'm
what
doing
I'm
like
saying.
You wanna know what you weigh now?
250 push-ups a day.
What about your diet?
I eat whatever I want.
Okay, see, Envy in here juicing but not working out. That's what your problem is.
Shut up.
Then you want to know if you eat a lot of bananas or something?
No, I don't. Yo, stop it. I ain't asking those, man.
It's getting crazy.
Next question.
It's getting crazy.
The album comes out July 1st, man. We appreciate you doing that. These guys are so awkward.
And
man. I
World
hate these
Tour
motherfuckers.
We awkward.
World Tour is coming at the end of the year or 2016?
Yeah, we setting up the tour towards the end of this year, the Trigger Tour. Got the app out right now, the Angel Network, where as though fans get to meet me through contests. I'm sending like a lot more exclusive content through the app.
Only women can be angels?
I never thought about any men wanting to be angels.
Watch this throw. Go ahead, G. Okay.
You want to be the first honorary? You want to be the honorary angel?
Oh, you want to join in with that?
I got to.
If he wants to be an angel.
My goodness.
Charlagmane might remember when Trey was here with us for Valentine's Day. Charlagmane had a good hookup.
Well, that was a mistake.
Hold up, what happened?
You don't remember?
What
He had a
happened?
guy on
Hookup,
stage.
and you were with Yee. You were doing an interview, and we paired Charlamagne with a young man.
He was very androgynous. That's the word, right?
He was very feminine, though. And Charlamagne didn't know.
I had no idea. I thought it was a girl.
Charlamagne was massaging.
I didn't know. What you want me to do?
They caught you out there.
They did.
And you talk about envy.
It could have been worse. It could have been a Mr. C situation, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I just rubbed his back.
I just rubbed his back. The quotables. I'm about to, Charlamagne, I just rubbed his back. I overheard.
And he's still thinking about your ass.
Shut up, man. It's the Breakfast Club. It's Trey Songz. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club.
I don't look at Janae Aiko the same no more, by the way.
Why?
Because I saw her say somewhere that she only takes showers every other day. Because she's some type of hipster or something like that. Yeah, it just sounded stink. And then between that and Mila J being here, Mila saying that she don't really use deodorant like that.
No, she uses the crystal.
And crystals don't work.
Yeah, it's a funky family. Nice girls though.
But yeah.
Did you get in Mila J's DMs
Funky
yet, though?
family. No, after that, I like hygiene. I ain't sending nobody no DM.
What? Stop
I
it.
ain't too big on
Let's
hygiene.
get into the rumors. Oh my goodness. Jennifer Lopez, is she single? Let's find out.
Listen up.
It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, it looks like Jennifer Lopez is back on the block.
Round of
She's
applause.
single again.
Every
boyfriend-
man's penis out there just got erect for no reason, standing at attention.
Her boyfriend, Casper Smart, has embarrassed her a couple of times. He has denied cheating on her, but apparently there's been a couple of transsexual models that have exposed sexy Instagram chats that they had with him, and she's had enough. What? Fortunately for J-Lo, she made him sign a non-disclosure agreement, so he's not allowed to talk about anything that happened in their relationship. She's had several relationships that she had issues with afterwards, so if he breaches the agreement, she has the right to sue him and recover any gifts that she gave him.
Jennifer Lopez is the epitome of vintage vagina. Vintage vagina is any woman that's 40 and up that's aging like wine. There is no upgrade from Jennifer Lopez. There's some chicks out there that you may understand if you go out there and bang, but trannies, dog, come on.
Well,
Come on, Casper, not so smart.
There were a lot of rumors from people that used to work with him and dance with him. They said he was gay and he was just doing this for the attention and the presence. So who knows?
Well, J-Lo couldn't give him what he wanted. What he wanted was penis. So
he's actually, they're saying that the relationship was going downhill because he got demoted. He was first her creative director, but then he got demoted to her cabana boy.
who cares? You still get to bang, dog. You still get to have sex with Jennifer Lopez. Who cares what your title is?
All right, now let's talk about something else that happened. Meek Mill versus his artist, Louis V. Gutter. Now, they had a Twitter back and forth yesterday, the two of them arguing. That's Meek Mill's artist. And it all kind of started after Meek Mill did this interview on The Breakfast Club. Here's what he said when he was up here.
I just caught Louis V. Gutter a few days ago. He got the chain took in Atlanta. You know, it just looked it bad. I was mad about that. We got flawless records. We don't be getting robbed. So, you know, we just grind him up, gave him 1,000, let him know how I felt about it. I just got the chain back. So
you got it back?
My New York dogs bring my chain back. Shout out to SBOE. I was upset at Louis, like, whatever you got to do, go get my chain back. Don't have nobody disrespecting what I worked for my whole life. Another guy walking around with it on his neck. So imagine when I run into this guy. This ain't nothing but a double trick. You know what I'm saying?
SBOE is Slowbucks. Then.
Yes,
Slowbucks.
that's Slowbucks. Now, Louis V. Gutter then wrote, "What goes around comes around, karma," all because Slowbucks got his chain taken from him.
Let's be clear. Anybody can get it. Y'all got to stop with this whole flawless victory thing. Like, anybody can get it. Any given
moment.
Right. So Louis V. Gutter started tweeting, and that's when Meek Mill responded, "Slow got the chain back, you got took. Chill, bro, you drawing." And it went on from there. You know, Meek said, "That's why I spend $2 million a year on travel. That's why I be with my N-words." And he said, "And Slow shouldn't have been on that stage." And Louis V. Gutter then started going in, and he said, "Who said something about Slow, though?" He said, "You out of pocket tweeting some ish when you can call me, Meek Mill." He went on, and he just said, "It's corny, and let me get off Twitter." Then he told Meek Mill, "I'm going to knock you clean TF out." And he just went on, and that's when Meek Mill called Louis V. Gutter a rat.
What is
because
this nonsense?
He said that Louis V. Gutter was talking to the cops, and he was on the news talking about his chain getting taken. And according to Meek Mill, he said that he actually let Louis V. Gutter's girl mop him on the tour bus while you was there, and I kept it real and told you. He called Louis V. Gutter a weirdo.
So hold on now. If Meek spends $2 million to travel with his people, wasn't Meek there when Soulbucks got his chain taken? Where were they when that happened?
I don't know if
they
he
were
was
on the other
stage.
side. They were in the same area.
Look, like you said, anything could happen. Nobody predicted that was about to go down, so...
I'm just saying, you on stage with all your people and nobody helps you a little bit? Not even just to say stop?
Somebody might have said stop.
Angelina, I heard about you jumping into a situation one time. At least you screamed stop.
Yeah, I'll try to break a fight up and scream, "Stop, stop, what are you doing?"
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know if I would have done that.
It's going to be a hot summer,
Who knows
boy.
what's going to happen? And that is your rumor report. I'm Angela. It's like everybody's beefing with each other right now.
Yeah, it's going to be
summertime.
Ja Rule talking about 50 and...
Summertime is the killing season.
Yeah, it's going to be
hot out this bitch.
I'm saying in my backyard.
Your backyard, you stupid.
For real.
We got Donkey today coming up, Charlagmane.
Yes, and it's going to Brandon Jennings. Probably somebody who'll see me this summer and try me too.
Now explain who Brandon Jennings is.
He plays for the Detroit Pistons. Shout out to everybody listening to us on 98 JLB in Detroit. Tiana Taylor's old boyfriend.
Everybody just take a Molly and chill.
Here you go. Here you go. All right.
We'll talk about Molly and more 4 after the hour right here on The Breakfast Club.
Good morning.
I was born a donkey.
It's the donkey of the day.
These donkeys. Bunch of jackasses. Time for the donkey of the day.
That's pretty funny.
Charlagmane the devil.
The Breakfast Club.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, June 3rd. Goes to Detroit Pistons star Brandon Jennings. Salute to everybody listening on FM 98 WJLB in Detroit. What up, though? Now, it's a video floating around online. I actually saw it on Deadspin.com. The headline reads, "This sure looks like Brandon Jennings offering some Molly to Nick Young." Now, in the video, it's in a club in L.A. You see Drake DJing, and you see Brandon Jennings and Nick Young standing in front of the DJ booth trying to be seen. You know how those Negroes do when they're in the club. Brandon Jennings has his shirt off, and you see Swaggy P, Nick Young, doing the Birdman hand rub and shaking his head with the nah motion as Brandon Jennings tries to hand him a pill. Now, if Nick Young had a headache and Brandon Jennings was trying to hand him an Advil or a Tylenol, Nick would have took it, right?
Yes.
Now, my name is Charlagmane Tha God. I am a man who has used drugs, mostly weed. Want some weed with some coke sprinkled in it by accident. So I understand drug exchanges. When somebody offers you some drugs you don't want, it's because you either A, never had it and you're scared of what it might do, or B, you've had it before and you're scared of what it might do.
You know what it might do.
Yeah. This is the look Swaggy P Nick Young had. I've had that same look on many occasions when it comes to Molly, cocaine, or whatever other drug I've been offered in the club that I don't want. You know, that same rubbing of the hands, the head shake. No, I get it. Round of applause to Swaggy P Nick Young for just saying no. Okay? But the reason...
Or he might have said not on camera.
Yeah, maybe not on camera. But the reason Brandon Jennings is getting donkey today is because, dog, you know you in the NBA, right? You're a young black athlete who was always under scrutiny. You shouldn't be doing drugs in the first place, but if you're going to do them, could you at least act like you got something to lose if you get caught? Okay, now when the Pistons hit you with a surprise random drug test out of the blue and you fail and get suspended and fined crazy, whose fault is that? Yours. Because you're in front of the DJ booth while Drake is DJing. I know you see people with their camera phones out. I know you can see that all eyes are on you. Can't you do your drugs no better than that? You clearly offered Nick Young drugs in the bird's eye view of the public. Everybody was there, because if we didn't know that you did that, we wouldn't have seen the video this morning, okay? Please give Brandon Jennings the biggest hee-haw. Now, when will these athletes and entertainers realize they can't move how regular people move, especially when they're in the public? You shouldn't be doing drugs at all, but if you want to do them, why don't you just come to the club high? Or do them in the parking lot, okay?
In the parking lot?
Don't do them in the bird's eye view of the public.
How about not do them at all?
Yeah, how about have some drinks?
Hey, man.
All right.
That's
you
what
ever
I
had
do.
a Molly? No. Oh.
Have you, Charlamagne?
Nope.
Oh,
Not
so
that I
then
know
how do you
of.
know? So somebody handed you.
I would say no, because I don't do that kind of stuff.
All right.
I do marijuana at the most.
I feel like I was with Charlamagne and he was mollied up one day.
Why do you tell such lies?
No,
if I would love to tell y'all the beauties of Molly.
He definitely did. He
In
told us
LA,
the story.
yeah.
He told us he went to D.C.
No, I told you I faked did a Molly.
Oh, yeah, he did say fake.
Y'all know me. I'm the best at fake doing
And
drugs.
Envy
okay?
fake drinks all the time.
All the time.
I know how to fake sniff coke.
Let me see.
All you got to do is when it's on the table,
right?
You just put your nose down, you get real close, and you go.
And you push it off.
Yeah, it's all off the table, but you just got to make sure a little gets on the tip of your nose so you can go, whoa! Woo!
This guy's done this before. All right.
Make everybody comfortable. Denzel will
I ain't
never
doing
pull a
no
gun.
drugs.
Denzel will never pull a gun on me and tell me, hey, you turn down drugs in these streets. You're a dead man.
You watch too much movies. All right, thank you for Donkey today. Now, when we come back, 800-585-1051. Let's say you get into a fight. Your friends are there, and they don't jump in. Are they still your friends? That is the question.
No, they was never your friends to begin with.
800-585-1051. If you get into a fight, your peoples are there, and they don't jump in, they don't help you, are they still your friends? That is the question. Call us right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Yes, morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. Open up the phone lines, 800-585-1051. If you get into a fight and your friends don't jump in, are they still your friends?
Now, I was with Charlamagne one time, and I thought he was about to get into a fight.
With Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, with Busta Rhymes in L.A. And I did try to jump in the middle, and he pushed me out the way and told me get out of here.
Get your ass out of
Because
here.
you were joking. You were probably drunk and joking.
But I was trying to be like, no, calm down. We at a party. Not here. I did.
Not here.
Listen, I don't want to necessarily have to fight. I will try to make sure that nothing happens, but if it comes down to it,
Get out the way if you get
I'm
hurt,
about to pull
girl.
the dread.
Now, I got into a situation.
didn't have dreads,
Pull a
did you?
dread, you stupid. I got into a situation where someone tried to rob me at gunpoint. And it was 4 of us there at the time. And then when I looked to the right, when the guy pulled the gun out, there was only 2 of us. My other 2, I wouldn't call them friends. I would say maybe associates. Took off running.
Well, aren't you supposed to
Now,
run
hold
when
on.
someone
yes,
pulls a gun?
Yes, now let's be clear. Why your dumb ass didn't run too? They was kind of smart. Now, I ain't mad at my friends for running if a gun gets drawn. We all should be running.
Yeah, Emmy. Now, I'm going to say you should have ran as well.
They was too close.
Okay, Apocalypse.
They was too close. They was
All
too-
right,
they was-
Loki.
So when someone pulls a gun, you're supposed to stand there?
Not if they that close. Not if they're in a range where they could shoot you. They were trying to rob me. They were trying to take my chain. I didn't think they were going to shoot me or shoot at me. I mean, they wind up shooting at me, but...
What are you going to do, shoot all of us?
That's what I said.
Oh, Lord.
You can't shoot all of us on 34th Street.
Who can't?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to shoot all of y'all. I'm just going to shoot your dumb ass for standing there.
But no, you shouldn't run. You should hold, if they're your friends and there's somebody that you
If somebody
care about.
pulls a gun and I'm standing there,
Listen,
I'm
friends,
supposed to just
listen.
stay there and do what?
All of y'all should run.
Pray.
What am I supposed to do?
Pray.
Stand there and pray?
Nah, it was too close. He wanted my chain. If I'd have ran, he probably would have shot me.
Okay, so you don't think your friend... I would want my friends to run. Get out of here.
Why
At least somebody could
Why you
live.
didn't give him the chain?
They pulled the gun out for me to give them the chain.
And then you gave it to
Okay,
them?
so you should have gave him the chain.
But at that time, I thought I was tougher than Floyd Mayweather, and I was trying to. I was. Nah.
So you
ain't taking
didn't
my
give the chain?
Nah.
Listen, I think it depends who they are. I only feel that way about my friends from the street, the ones who talk like they about it all the time. If you're supposed to be that kind of person and it goes down and you do nothing, I can't rock with you like that anymore. But it's some friends I know not about that life, so I don't expect that from them.
And that was the thing. I don't expect it from them, so I understand. You know, they're not my friends like that. I don't expect them for fighting. you know, I expect them to do what they did.
And also, too, sometimes you be in situations where you see a friend get into an altercation and they not fighting for themselves. So if you ain't fighting for yourself, well, I'm going to just jump in and fight for you.
Exactly.
Well, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. If you get into a fight and your friends don't jump in, are they still your friends? Hello, who's this?
You know who this is. Stop playing.
Oh, boy, Sherelle.
What up, Sherelle?
Now, if you just joined us, Sherelle is our overweight listener who calls all the time.
She's about 400
Yo,
plus.
yo. Chill with that. Don't say that.
She lost weight. Now, Sherelle, if you get into an altercation and your peoples don't jump in, can you still kick it with them?
Hell no. If they're your friends and they seen you getting your ass whooped, they supposed to jump in with you no matter what.
What if you're winning?
Oh, winning a fight, but still, if I win or lose, y'all supposed to still have my back, regardless of what.
So,
okay.
Charlagmane and Envy get in a fight. You gonna jump in?
I jump in, but y'all may gotta start calling my son a black honey boo boo child.
You know how I know you ain't got no friends? Because ain't nobody ever told you to back away from the buffet. Ain't nobody ever told you that enough is enough when it comes to the dinner table.
I got more friends than you.
Well, tell your friends to help you in club.
Whatever. I need to know how to get them show called Charlagmane friend, please.
Listen, you ain't got enough friends to carry that casket, though.
No, stop it.
You ain't got enough
friends. That's not nice. Stop. That's not nice.
Listen, if you have a heart attack and die because you're too obese, you do not have enough friends to carry that casket.
Take it back. That's not nice.
Take what back? If you weigh 600 pounds, you need at least 15 friends to carry your casket.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Dennis from Queens.
Dennis, what up, man? If you get into a fight and your friends don't jump in, are they still your friends?
It depends on the person. It depends on who they are. If they're not a fighter, they're a rock.
Then you understand. I agree.
If they are a fighter, then it's a problem. Then you got to whip their ass.
All right. Derek, man, if you get into a fight with your homies, all right, and they don't jump in, you're getting beat up, are they still your friends?
Hell no, son. You don't help me out, it's on when we get back if I can make it out of that joint alive. You believe that?
All right, thank you, bro. 800-585-1051. If you get into a fight and your friends don't jump in, are they still your friends? That's the question. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. That was 7th Streeter. It won't stop. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlagmane Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. Taking your calls, 800-585-1051. If you get into a fight and your friends don't jump in, are they still your friends? That's the question. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlagmane Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. Taking your phone calls, 800-585-1051. If you get into a fight and your friends don't jump in, are they still your friends? Now, one of the things my dad and my mom always said that if you go out with somebody, you leave with them regardless of what happens. So if somebody gets into a fight and you're with them and you consider them a friend, you consider them friend enough to go out with them, you should absolutely positively make sure you stand by them no matter what.
No, I'm going to still leave with you. That don't mean I'm going to fight with you.
Yeah. I'll come right back. I'll run back. I'll meet you by the car.
I'll be here waiting for you.
Yo, you ready?
You would definitely have to walk home.
But if they, like I said, man, some people you expect that from. You expect them to help you fight. And some people you don't expect that from. So you shouldn't put, some of your friends in the position to fight for you if you know they're not about that.
And let's be clear, I have never ran when people started fighting. I'll be there. It's a bunch of guys. I might not jump in, but I'm not going to go anywhere. I want to make sure we good. I'll pick you up off the ground.
Angela don't be understanding the severity of the situation.
She always joking.
One day we outside the club. We got a guy pressed against the wall, right? The guy, before he got pressed against the wall, he said something to me like, Charlamagne's a bitch or something like that. And Angela goes, yeah, he's a bitch. Because she don't know.
She joking.
She don't even know who this guy is. He think he with us or something.
Wait, somebody said, I don't remember
You're
that.
instigating. We call that instigating.
I did not. How did I start that?
Because you...
I didn't make Charlamagne a bitch.
That's when he got pressed against the wall. That's what made me hot.
You said it loud enough.
Yeah.
You know who did that to me? Shout out to Remy Ma. Remy Ma did that one time in the club. Some dude was like, yo, Envy's whack. And Remy yelled, Envy's whack! You just gonna say Envy's whack in front of Envy? And we got into a big brawl. Remy does that a lot. Shout out to Remy Ma. But let's go to the phone lines. We got Kathy on the line. 800-585-1051. Kathy, if you get into a fight and your friends don't jump in, are they still your friends?
All right, that's a trick question, because I'm 32 now. Now, had that been in my adolescent years, I'd have whooped the butt, because no, she ain't my friend. People change, and if we hanging out and trying to have a good time, and the problem occurs there, yeah, I'm getting in. But if it's something that you created by yourself, no, I'm not getting in that. You deal with that by yourself. But if it's a problem that we created together, then yeah, I'm going to get in it. But no.
What if there's guns involved? What if somebody pulls a gun? Then what?
I'm hauling ass. What you mean then what?
I'm hauling ass. Thank you, Mama. Hello, who's this?
It's Rashawn from Brooklyn.
Rashawn, all right. If you get into a fight and your friends don't jump in, are they still your friends?
Tell them how Brooklyn does it.
Hell no, they ain't my friend. Because best believe if I lose, I'm busting your ass right after.
There you go.
Okay, but some people are not built to fight. Some people are not going to fight. And you know that.
Hell no. If you're supposed to be my homeboys, you're supposed to throw the hands in any situation.
What if you did something wrong?
If I'm wrong,
If
you
went
still gotta
wrong.
throw the hands because you signed that best friend contract.
Okay.
The best friend
I ain't never signed no
contract. What kind of contract? Hello, who's this?
Yo, this Weasel calling out the 843.
Weasel, what up?
Chucktown.
Yo, man, we ain't no way we gonna be no homeboys. You gonna watch me get jumped and don't get in it? Nah, we ain't gonna be friends after that. You gonna mess around and got after all of us done.
There you got to tell you shoot that fucker right now, boy.
You ain't know, you better ask somebody.
Word to Mr. Taylor.
What language is that, man?
Don't even worry about it.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, it's your man Jay Cotton from Detroit. What's the word?
Jay from Detroit, man.
I know the D is loyal.
Oh, man, that actually happened one time, bro. So, look, me and my homeboys, we at the bus stop. We blowing on the L, too. So these cats pull up. They like, yeah, my man, I need to holler at you. Not me, one of my other cats. So he get up, he go out the bus stop, get to walking. As soon as he gets to him, one cat swing on him, hit him in the back of the head. He hit the ground. So I'm sitting at the bus stop like, damn. With the Craig and Smokey, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn.
Did you do anything?
Like, hell no. I just told you what they did to him. It was just selfish.
Now listen. Listen.
And myself, that'd have been wrong.
Listen.
Like, I didn't want to go to sleep.
Now,
I
what if
was
they
up.
would
I
have
was
rolled him over on his stomach and raped him? Would you have tried to stop him then?
What?
I definitely would have left. I definitely would have had to split that, Charlagmane. I'm gonna tell you one reason why. I'm not a fan of rape.
I'm not a fan of rape. I can't.
All right.
I can't.
I didn't say would you sit there and play with yourself.
What's the moral of the story, y'all?
The moral of the story is if you claim you're a ride for your mother effing people, dog. If I'm around you all the time and we taking pigs, talking about how we peoples and popping bottles in the club all the time and we folks and I claim you're a real dude, then, you know, if I get into an altercation, I gotta have your back. Period.
What about your friends that always start fights? And now I got to jump in. You ever have friends that always start a fight everywhere you go for no reason?
I don't even associate with them.
I got one. I had to stop hanging out with him for a while.
Word is born. I ain't got time for all that now.
Absolutely. But we got rumors coming up, E.
Yeah, man. T.I.'s getting kind of mushy on Instagram. Things are looking a little, troubled for the trouble man. Also, Chris Brown, what's the first thing he said when he got out of jail? According to his close friends, what's he going to do with his life
These
now?
hoes ain't loyal. You saw a picture of Rihanna and Drake hanging out?
They've been broke up. He's been Karuchi.
Hey.
All right, guys. Rumors up next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Yes. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MB, Angela Yee, Charlagmane Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club.
Who the first person that's booking Chris Brown for a show so they can get some of that loyal money? Huh? It's got to be a radio station event, right?
Probably.
Ain't gonna be like no club or nothing. The song's too big out here.
Okay. Let's see.
Anyway, let's get into the rumors. We're talking T.I. and Mayweather.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
So TMZ caught up with T.I. and they asked him about the beef between him and Floyd Mayweather. They asked him if he got a punch in or not. Here's what T.I. had to say.
This is one thing I would go on record to say. Whatever did happen, if anything did happen, he may be used to talking after his fights. Where I'm from, we don't talk after hours. You know what I'm saying? I move forward, man. I just know I'm pretty as a girl, man. I can take a picture 10 times over. You know what I'm saying? All I know is, man, if I got an issue with anybody about anything, I'm going to approach him and we going to handle it. And that's just that on everything wonderful, man. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Mayweather and T.I. is yesterday's newspaper. That's old news.
Okay.
I just want to put that out there.
Well, it has caused some issues with his relationship with Tiny now. We're seeing all of that at the forefront. And T.I. posted this Instagram message. Sometimes you have to move on without certain people. If they're meant to be in your life, they'll catch up. And he said that was sent to him by his partner, Reverend Edwards. Then he also put up another picture of himself up early in Brazil talking to God, looking for clarity. Gotta be a better way. I'm just saying, it damn show could be worse. And, I don't know what's going on, but I do hope that they work it out. T.I. and Tiny seem like they were on some forever. Love their show. Tiny went ahead and posted, praying to God and being faithful to God are different. You can pray and thank him, but not have faith in him. Praying, asking him for guidance requires faith, not just what you ask of him.
And listen, ain't too many men in this hip-hop world can get away with saying, I'm pretty as a girl, and nobody screams pause, okay?
Well, I think he's trying to say his face didn't get touched. So if you think that he had two black eyes,
he could just say that.
guess again. All right, Chris Brown, as you said, is out of jail, and he's vowing to clean his life up so he never has to go to jail again. He said he's going to stay away from drugs, stay away from bad people, people connected to gangs. And he said part of the problem was the people that he was hanging out with. He's acknowledging that he has problems with violence and You know, his erratic behavior, they said he's bipolar. He's now on medication. Doctors say that he's stabilized, but he said now his focus is music and he is not going to mess up again. So shout out to Chris Brown for that. We really hope for the best for him. We hate to see him go back to jail.
I'm glad that he's speaking that into existence, but don't even put that kind of pressure on yourself. Just live life. That's all.
No, sometimes you have to make conscious efforts.
I agree, but every time you slip up, they're going to come right back to that quote. See? He always saying he's going to clean up and he's going to do this. Well,
nobody's perfect. All right, and Khloe Kardashian is under some heat right now. That's for a picture that she posted with French Montana. She's drinking from a champagne bottle while French Montana is holding a machine gun. And she wrote, about to go Gucci, man. Movie set just different at French Montana. Now, allegedly, this is supposed to be from the set of Khaled's new music video for They Don't Love You No More, but some of her fans thought it was not a good thing for her to take a picture like that. Somebody wrote, guns should not be glamorized. And some people said, so disrespectful to those who have lost people recently. And somebody said, you are a role model. Alcohol and guns do not mix. So, it's just a picture. It looks like it's from a video. But if I was Khloe, maybe I wouldn't have posted a picture with a gun drinking from a bottle. And he had a gun and I'm drinking from a bottle.
Yeah, poor timing. Khloe want to be Large Marge so bad. Remember Large Marge?
Who is Large Marge?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
What?
No, I don't know
that one. Yes. Sorry.
How old are you?
I'll look it up,
y'all don't know nothing.
I'll look it up. All right. And that is your Rumor Report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yee. Up next is the People's Choice Mix. You want to hear something? 800-585-1051 at DJ Envy with your request. And I absolutely positively got you. Hit me up. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Now, when will these athletes and entertainers realize they can't move how regular people move, especially when they're in the public? You shouldn't be doing drugs at all, but if you want to do them, why don't you just come to the club high? Or do them in the parking lot, okay?
In the parking lot?
Don't do them in the bird's eye view of the public.
How about not do them at all?
Yeah, how about have some drinks?
Hey, man.
That's
you
what
ever
I
had
do.
a Molly?
No.
Oh.
Have you, Charlamagne?
Nope.
I feel like I was with Charlamagne and he was mollied up one day.
Why do you tell such lies?
No.
If I would love to tell y'all the beauties of Molly.
No, he definitely did. He told us the story.
Yeah.
No, he told us he went to D.C.
No, I told you I faked did a Molly.
Oh, yeah, he did say fake.
Y'all know me. I'm the best at fake doing drugs.
And Envy fake drinks all the time.
All the time.
I know how to fake sniff coke.
Let me see.
All you got to do is when it's on the table,
right?
You just put your nose down, you get real close, and you go.
And you push it off
Yeah, it's all off the table, but you just got to make sure a little gets on the tip of your nose so you can go, whoa! Woo!
This guy's done this before. All right.
Make everybody comfortable. Denzel will never pull a gun.
Drugs.
Denzel will never pull a gun on me and tell me, hey, you turn down drugs in these streets. You're a dead man.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today, Charlamagne.
But you can always just say no if you don't feel like faking the drugs.
Yeah, how about that? No, thanks. I don't do that.
Me personally, I like for the person that's doing the drugs to believe that everybody in the room is just as high as him.
I was in Chicago and some women offered me cocaine.
Really?
And I said, oh, no, I don't do that. But go ahead.
You get more information out of people that way. Yeah.
I didn't know what she was talking about, though. She said, do you like to party?
It's easier to take advantage of people.
And I said, yeah, I like to party. I'm here. And she was like, no, you like to party. And I was like, I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. She said, do you do cocaine?
Exactly. Let me spell it out for you.
I said, whoa.
You gonna hit this 8-ball or what, shorty?
No.
Damn it, man. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
But you carry on.
When we come back, we'll find out what everybody did last night. Today, I'm celebrating my daughter's birthday. So she's 1 year old.
You guys gonna have like a big party?
We might have a big party. Because,
Well, you should have planned it then.
Nah, Gears also, due like today, tomorrow, the next
Now
couple
that's
of days.
a party. If
Right.
somebody has a baby.
So, so the baby's due and Gears due. So we'll see what happens. But when I go home today, we're going to try to make the baby today. Because, if you do the...
if you have sex with your wife while she's pregnant.
During this stage, it usually... I don't want to say open it up, but it allows the baby to come out a little quicker.
Well, please don't Instagram it.
No, I won't.
You could always just stick your finger up there, though. It's just like Persian.
What?
Now you put your finger down your throat, make yourself throw up.
We'll be back.
Having a baby is not equivalent to throwing up.
It's the Breakfast Club.
Put your finger in her vagina, make her have a baby.
This guy right here. Yeeks. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning. How are ya?
Yow.
Good. Oh, boy. Shout out to Migos. I ran into Migos last night. Versace, Hannah Montana.
Why do you keep saying Versace, Hannah Montana like they don't have more records?
Songs since then.
So name some more
That's
records.
probably their most popular one.
Yeah, the most popular. They got a bunch of them.
No, they got
Welcome
more
to Atlanta.
records
They
than
got Fight Night. They got
Welcome to Atlanta's new, right?
That's dope. Yeah.
We had the Migos up here early, remember? In like July.
That's when there was only two of them.
But one was in jail.
One was in jail, yes.
Offset was in jail.
One was in jail.
You guys thought they were going to be one-hit wonders.
So, guys, let me ask you a question, right? let's just say you have something to do for work, right? And this has been on the calendar for like a month. But you just find out that your son's championship basketball game is the same time. What do? You
got to go with what's your number one priority, which should be your family.
Okay.
But I will say that you should have been a little bit more.
I just found out. They just won the game yesterday, and the schedule just came out. There's no way I could possibly know.
All right, so we're letting the
people downstairs know that.
The sales department know that you're not going to be able to make the appearance that you were supposed to go to.
Envy ain't going to be trapping out the bando tomorrow. That's what he...
Our boss, you're going to get a lot of calls.
That's a Migos song, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Okay. Bando.
All right.
I went to the doctor yesterday, too. You know, I'm one of those people that... like utilize my health insurance to the fullest.
As you should.
Shout out to everybody who has Obamacare, the affordable health care. You know, you should use your health insurance. I just went for a random physical.
What they tell you?
I'm straight.
Did you have to cough?
I did get the cough. I got checked for hernia and stuff like that.
Hernia?
Colon cancer, you mean?
No, hernia.
Why would you get checked for a hernia? That you pulled something?
Why wouldn't I get checked for a hernia?
Don't you know when you have a hernia?
No, not necessarily, because I had a little lump on my abs.
Okay, all right.
And when you have a little lump on your abs, it could possibly be a hernia.
Okay, so there was a reason why. You don't just randomly get checked for a hernia.
Absolutely.
Okay, you got to explain that.
And you go get your blood work. See, if you went to the doctor, you know these things.
I do, all the time.
You get your blood work, and, you know, you get your EGK, right? And all that good stuff, just to make sure everything's working right. My heartbeat is actually very slow, because I work out a lot. So it's like a 58. So I have a... forgot what he called it. But I have a slow heart rate, which is a good thing.
Your heartbeat's slow.
But the moral of the story is I'm going to be around for a while. Unless one of y'all decide to shoot me. It won't be because
why would you put that in the atmosphere?
It won't be because of no natural
Why don't
causes.
you put? I don't know why you put this in the atmosphere.
And all the moral of the story is go on and get you a physical, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, people be scared to go to the doctor.
Yes, you take better care of your cars than you do your actual body. Just go get a physical every now and then. Make sure everything's working properly. Okay? That's the moral of the story.
Okay.
All right, now when we come back, we got the positive note of the day, so keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlagmane Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club.
I got to pee so bad.
Why didn't you go? You're an adult. You don't have to ask permission.
No, we about to go up and do this talk break, so I'm going to go right after this.
Well, leave us on a positive note.
Listen, we don't have to rush. I'm grown.
Somebody tickle Charlagmane and make him pee on himself.
I know you sharted on yourself before, Envy, but I'm cool.
You never sharted on yourself? No, but you peed on yourself, though.
I've sharted on myself twice in life.
All right, there you go.
It was this one time I was actually peeing outside, and my cousin Tony, salute to Tony. Tony goes, yo, you know if you get caught peeing outside in Jersey, you got to register as a sex offender. And for whatever reason, I laughed so hard that I farted and the shark came out. But, you know, that's neither here.
Did it get in your clothes?
Yes, and for everybody correcting me, I know it's an EGK. No, what is it?
UGK. Might as well just say UGK.
The thing that... I got
EKG.
EKG. UGK would be hot, though. I would rather it be a UGK. When you go to the doctor and get your heart checked, I'd rather it be a UGK. But whatever. Positive note is, listen for all those, this is for all those people who may be questioning their friends for whatever reason, you know, wondering, is this person down with you? Is this person down for me? Whatever
Born alone, die alone.
Yeah. whatever the reason you're questioning your friends, just remember, a friend is someone who knows all about you and still loves you.
Breakfast Club, bitches!